What's going on, everybody? Crazy Dog back with my second Cleveland Browns video of the day. And in this video, I'm going to talk about three names to keep an eye on for the Browns' vacant offensive coordinator job, according to Mary Kay Cabot. Now, shout out to More For You Cleveland on Twitter. They posted a little piece of, I guess, the good part of the article that Mary Kay posted earlier, essentially talking about the three names to keep an eye on. And those three names, as you can see, are Clint Kubiak, Zach Robinson, and Scott Turner. Yeah, okay. Now keep in mind, these guys aren't officially interviewing just yet. These are just guys to keep an eye on. I don't even know if we're going to interview these three guys. Who knows? But we might. So just be prepared. But looking at their coaching resumes, starting off with Scott Turner, as you can see, he has an extensive coaching resume, starting off with Oregon State as a grad assistant in 2005. And then he went to high school to be the offensive coordinator for South County High School. Okay. Then he went to Pittsburgh to be their offensive assistant. And then he was their wide receivers coach. Then he made the jump to the NFL with the Carolina Panthers to be their offensive quality control coach. And then look at that. He came to Cleveland to coach with his dad, Norv Turner, as our wide receivers coach. That, I believe, was when Norv was our offensive coordinator. Okay. And then he went to Minnesota to be their quarterbacks coach. Then he went to the team up north to be their offensive analyst. Then he went to Carolina to be their quarterbacks coach with the Panthers. Then he went to Washington to be their offensive coordinator. And then most recently, he was with the Raiders as their pass game coordinator. Now, to be honest, would I want him as our OC? No. Just going to leave it at that. No. Next, we're going to look at Clint Kubiak, who, of course, has a pretty good history with Kevin Stefanski. He did work with him for a bit with Minnesota, as you can see. He was the QB coach with the Vikings in 2019 and 2020. So he essentially worked with Kevin for one season, right before Kevin came to Cleveland to be our head coach. But other than that, he started off with Texas A&M as their offensive quality control coach, and then he was a graduate assistant. Then he came to the Vikings to be their offensive quality control coach. I believe Kevin was still there. So as their, I think was it? He was there. I don't remember what position he was doing there at that time. I don't think he was their OC yet. But yeah, I think he was just really getting started with the Vikings when Clint Kubiak first showed up. And then he left to go to Kansas to be the wide receivers coach. Then he went to Denver to be an offensive assistant. Then, like I said, he came back to Minnesota. And then he was their offensive coordinator in 2021 with the Vikings. And then he went to Denver to be the Broncos passing game coordinator and quarterbacks coach. And then, of course, most recently, he's been with the 49ers as their passing game coordinator. Now, unfortunately, they're still in the playoffs, so I don't think we can interview him quite yet. And I haven't heard us request permission to interview him yet, so I don't even know if it's going to happen. Honestly, if we did go after Clint, I wouldn't mind it. Because, like I said, he has a good history with Kevin. So, there's that. You wouldn't have to wonder, oh my god, would they get along? Yeah, I'm pretty sure they would. And then we look at the guy that I think a lot of Browns fans would want, and that is Zach Robinson, who currently coaches with the Rams. And as you can see, he actually started off as a player. Yeah, he played for the Patriots, the Seahawks, the Lions, all in the same year, 2010. And then he was with the Bengals from 2011 to 2013. So, yeah, there's that. And then took some years off, and then he decided to get into coaching, and he's been with the Rams the entire time as an assistant QB coach in 2019, assistant wide receivers coach in 2020, assistant quarterbacks coach in 2021, and then he became the passing game coordinator and quarterbacks coach in 2022, and that's the position that he currently has. So, yeah, honestly, I like what he's done with the Rams offense, especially passing attack. I mean, look at what they've done with Puka Nakua and Tutu. Of course, without Cooper Kupp, they were going off. Cooper comes back and they didn't miss a beat at all. So yeah, I would not mind Zach Robinson coming in to be our OC. But like I mentioned before, they're probably gonna go with somebody who's worked with Deshaun Watson before. So we'll see there. But if we went with someone who never worked with Deshaun, I think Zach would be the guy. But again, we have not officially requested permission to interview Zach yet, and we'll see if we do. But the best part is his season's over, so he can interview at any time. So we'll see what happens there. But yeah, just to give a brief rundown, of course, Scott Turner is a big fat no. Clint Kubiak's a maybe. And Zach Robinson's a yeah. So there you go. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments down below. And I will actually have a video coming out on the Buckeye channel real soon. So gonna want to keep an eye out for that. But with that being said, I'm Crazy Dog. Let's go Browns. And I'll see you guys later. I'm out. Bye bye.